Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you all are doing great. Guys, today in this video, I will talk about some most important network troubleshooting protocols and commands. You know, one of the major tasks of network engineer is network troubleshooting. The main role and responsibility of network engineer is troubleshooting the issues from layer 1 to layer 7. And many people knows about the protocols. They knows routing protocols like what is ospf, what is bgp, what is isis, and switching protocols also like stp, third channel, and so on. But they don't know the troubleshooting. They don't know what to do if these protocols are not behaving good. They know bgp, what is bgp, bgp attributes, summarization concepts in bgp, route filtering, path manipulation, but they are suffering when BGP is down. So let's understand some most powerful troubleshooting protocols and their commands in this video. Guys, if you are a network engineer or if you are planning to become a network engineer, make sure you will watch this video till the end, and at the last you will share your feedback. Now without wasting our time, let's begin. Guys, here I have one lab in the packet tracer. This is the physical in the rack, how my topology looks like. You can see two routers are there and two switches are there and some servers, some PCs are there. Okay, if I will show the logical diagram, here you can see this is my logical diagram, and I have similar topology in GNS3 as well. So we'll use both the topology to see the most important troubleshooting protocols and commands. Guys, the first protocols which I would like to discuss with you to troubleshoot the issues in network is CDP or LLDP. You are saying, many people are saying, Praful, CDP? CDP is not a troubleshooting protocol and companies are not using CDP for the security reason. Guys, trust me, I am working professional. I have experience on various technologies. I have 10 plus years of experience in this industry, and I have seen many companies are still using the CDP protocol. And trust me, CDP isn't troubleshooting protocol only. CDP provides many more information to network engineers apart from the connected device information. Like it can also provide you the IP address of your neighbor device. So CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol for Cisco devices, and LLDP protocol for other vendor devices. So these two protocols are very important to identify the connectivity, the connected device, right? Sometimes used to identify the layer 2 connectivity, sometimes it help to troubleshoot layer 3 connectivity as well, right? So I will keep CDP protocol on top in the network troubleshooting protocols. Second protocol is DHCP protocol. Now again you can ask, Praful, how DHCP? DHCP, I know DHCP is a protocol which is used to assign IP address to the client machine dynamically. Guys, many times we are using DHCP to troubleshoot the issues. From the DHCP you can gather many information, like you can check dynamic IP allocation, right? Which IP addresses are assigned to which device with the help of MAC address, right? So second number protocol can be, or third number protocol can be DHCP for troubleshooting. Yes, the next protocol can be my DNS server. Here we can check resolved domains, right? If someone is complaining, customer is complaining that I'm not able to access the Google server or the company application, right, or the HR portal, we can check the DNS database to identify the resolved domain. So DNS is also a powerful protocol for network troubleshooting. The next protocol is my ICMP protocol. Everyone, you all know about the ping, right? Ping is an utility. Behind the ping, ICMP works. So ICMP protocol is used to check connectivity, IP connectivity between source and destination, right? So definitely ICMP protocol is very important protocol, and very powerful protocol to troubleshoot the issues in network. Next protocol can be the trace route, then we can have Telnet protocol, then we can say SNMP protocol, we can say net flow protocol, right, Syslog protocol, and like this there are many more protocols to troubleshoot the issues in network. Now guys, here let me show you some commands. Particularly the first protocol I am going to verify is CDP, right? Let's say I am on router number 1 and the customers are complaining like these users are not able to access these servers, right? This can be any server, let's say HTTP server or DHCP server or DNS server, doesn't matter. There is any issue, and we have identified that there is issue over router number 1, or in between switch and router 1, switch 1 and router 1, or between router 1 and router 2. So directly I will access router 1 through SSH. SSH is also very important protocol for network troubleshooting, because through SSH only you are going to access the devices. Okay, so I will have remote access of this device in the production. I will SSH it, and then I am going to check their CDP. Guys, I will also have the blueprint of my network, right? Like router is connected with which device, and here I can run command show CDP. So CDP. This command show CDP will give you the basic information about the CDP protocol. It will not help you in the troubleshooting, like it is sending the CDP packet after every 60 seconds, right? And hold on time of the CDP is 180 seconds. Sending CDP version 2 advertisement is enabled, right? So it is giving information about the CDP protocol. I don't need it. I need CDP neighbor. So CDP neighbor. So here guys, you can see through CDP protocol I am able to see that router 1 is connected with switch and router. It is connected with switch on which interface? On fast Ethernet 0/0, right? Fast Ethernet 0/0 of my router 1 is connected with one switch. Hold on time, here you can see the capability and platform of switch. This is not the platform of router, right? It is giving the information of switch. The which switch is connected on fast Ethernet 0/0 interface? This switch, 2960 switch, right? And the port number. Then the another device is a router on which interface? On fast Ethernet 0/1. Definitely it is talking about R2, right? Hold on time and the compatibility R, and the model of your router is 2800 series router, right? On which interface? On fast Ethernet 0/1. This is the interface of router 2, not router 1. I am on router number 1 and I am checking the information of connected device, right? Router 1 is connected with switch and router 2, so I am checking the information of switch 1 and switch router 2. Getting my point? Now if I want to check the detailed information of this device, this router, right? For an example, there is some issue between router 1 and router 2, right? Or maybe I don't know what is the IP address of device which is connected on fast Ethernet 0/1, right? So I can use command like show CDP, and if you will put question mark here, you can see the detail option is there. Detail. In the detail, it is giving me the detailed information of connected device, guys. Here you can see device ID, switch, platform of device 2960, interface of your router fast Ethernet 0/0, and port ID of outgoing port, the switch interface fast Ethernet 0/4. The version of your switch, see the neighbor device, neighbor version of neighbor device, version, this is the about the hardware and about the operating system, platform and version. Then the technical support and those all things. Mode, duplex is full. So see, I can gather many information about the connected device on router number 1 through CDP protocol. Like, do I need to update software there? For an example, I don't have access of switch, I only have the access of a router through SSH, and I need to check, I need to gather some information of switch. I can gather it through CDP protocol. So that's why I'm saying CDP is a very important protocol for network troubleshooting. Then about the another device, device ID router and the IP address of router is 12.1.1.2. This is the IP address of router 2, guys. Platform and the port number, my port number, and the router port number, and then version 15.1. right? Cisco has, this is the software, the gold OS, and this is my main OS, which is operating system, which is running over this router. Similarly, I can also check the LLDP. So LLDP neighbor, so LLDP is not enabled over here. This is my Cisco device, that's why I have not enabled the LLDP protocol. If you need a video for the LLDP protocol, you can let me know in the comment section. Definitely I will create a detailed video, because I think I have not created video on LLDP protocol yet. So no problem, if you will request, then definitely I will make one video, detailed video on the LLDP protocol. Similarly, I can check the CDP output on any device. And guys, so CDP, and if you are going to put question mark here, you can see I can check the entry, I can check the interface, right? It is giving me the information of interface. You can see here the VLAN ID, line protocol, interface, and then on a particular interface also you can check the information. Again, I am going to put question mark here. I can verify the neighbor, I can verify the entry and in detail. And which entry you want to check, you can define the name of the CDP neighbor as well. Like here I can say router, ROUTER, router. You can see it will give me information like this, right? The same information. So CDP is a very important protocol for network troubleshooting, and many companies are using it in their network. Definitely this is not good for the security, but we can use it inside the network. No problem if you are using it inside the network. And for the security, guys, we are using the external protocols. Then what I told you, the next protocol is going to be my DHCP protocol. For DHCP, here I am going to show you. See, let's suppose this PC need IP address. So this PC is going to type command IP DHCP. It will get IP address from the DHCP server. Done. And let's say this any user is complaining that I am not able to get IP address from the DHCP server, and you are the network engineer there. How you will troubleshoot it? On the DHCP server, you are going to check the binding table, dynamic binding table. So IP DHCP binding table, and here you can see the entry. This IP address 192.168.1.1 is assigned to this user at this particular time, and type is going to be automatic. You can see PC has got the same IP address. You can see the same IP address. The other option, you can even use the debug IP DHCP server, and then server, and then we can say events. And now again from the PC I am going to type command IP DHCP, and here we can see the operation. Here we can see the operation of DHCP. You can see sending notification of discover, right? And it is assigning this IP address 192.168.1.1 with this submit mask. Getting my point? DHCP also provide the DNS server IP address, WLC IP address, right? With the help of different option field. Like for the WLC we have option 43. Getting my point? So DHCP is also one network troubleshooting protocol. Similarly, DNS, if this user is complaining that I am not able to ping www.google.com, but I am able to access, let's say, pmnet.com, right? So a particular application is unreachable for a particular server. Definitely this is not the troubleshooting. For the troubleshooting, you are going to first analyze the issue, right? If any user is complaining that I am not able to access a particular server, so you will identify the issue. Okay, only this user is not able to access the application, or all the user from this subnet is not able to access that application, or this subnet users are not able to access the server, but from the another subnet, from the another part of my network, users are able to access that server. So you are going to identify the issues first, right? That is going to be risk analysis. We'll do the deep inspection here to identify the issue. And if user is not able to ping www.google.com, you can see it is saying can't resolve www.google.com. So if it is not able to resolve the domain name, you are going to troubleshoot the DNS, right? Here we can use so IP DNS and view. I can check the DNS database. I can use the debug command for the DNS, debug IP DNS name list, view, and then from the PC I can try to ping, and now you can see ping started working. Now you can see ping started working. So over the DNS server we can check the database, and in the packet tracer you will get the better output in the DNS, like go to services, and here somewhere you will find the DNS. Here it is. Just turn on the service and I can configure a domain www.google.com, and the IP address is, let's say, 10.1.1.1 of the google.com. I can add, right? So this is the database. And on the DNS server you can also check the resolved domain, right, which DNS has already resolved. Over the client machine also we can check the resolved domain. So sometimes DNS also helps to troubleshoot the issues in network. That's why I told you DNS is the third powerful protocol to troubleshoot the issues in network. Then guys, the most important protocol is your ICMP protocol, the network layer protocol, which is used to check connectivity, right? Like if user is complaining that I am not able to ping, let's say 10.1.1.100 or 10.1.1.200. So here is one management PC. I will directly access the management through, I will access the device router through the management PC, and I will start checking the connectivity. I will ask for some basic details to the user, like what is your IP address. I will guide to user to ping the router to the gateway and those all things, right? Or I can ping the gateway IP address of user is, for example, 192.168.1.100. So I will say ping 192.168.1.100, and then source. Here we are not able to define the source, but I think we can use the extended ping. Then ping, the protocol is IP, fine. What happened here? I think commands are not available. Ping 192. I think IP address is not configured here, so IP interface brief. Yes, IP is not configured. Let me add the IP interface F0/0 no shut, and here I am configuring IP 192.168.1.10 255.255.255.0. no IP routing, and IP default gateway is 192.168.1.100 for an example, right? And now let me ping 192.168.1.100, and here you can see now all the options are available. I can put the source here, source fast ethernet 0/0. I can ping like this, right? If users are complaining about the packet loss, about the slowness, I can send lots of ICMP packet repeat 1000 to check is there any packet loss. I will also check how much time it is taking, right, to send and receive the packet from my PC or from the client PC to the destination. See, ping is working and there is no any packet loss over here. We can also ping with different size. You can see success rate is 100%. I had sent 1000 packet and I have received reply for all 1000 packet, and here is the time. The average time is 30 millisecond. Again, 30 millisecond is not good, guys, for the real time application for voice traffic. The minimum time is 12 millisecond, maximum time is 48 millisecond, and average time is 30 millisecond. Then I can also ping with different size. I can say size 2000 byte, and you can see again ping is working, right? I can also try with don't fragment bit, just to check that routers are able to perform fragmentation or not. That is also issue. Sometimes that can be the issue in the production network, right? For an example, here I have closed it. For an example, I'm going to set it to 10 packet, that's it. Size this one, and if I'm going to say don't fragment, so now you can see ping is not working. Now ping is not working. Why ping is not working? Because now routers are not able to perform fragmentation. That if I am removing the don't fragment bit, then ping is working, right? That means the router fragmentation service is enabled on the router. So ping is a very powerful tool, or ICMP is a very powerful protocol for network troubleshooting. We can also use the extended ping, and then IP target IP address 10.1.1.1. Then we can enter. Then it is asking how many packet you want to send. Let's say 5 packet. Size of data, let's say 1500 byte. Timeout, I'm saying timeout is 1 second, right? Extended command, yes or no. Yes, I want to use extended command, or for now you can say no here, and you can see ping is working, right? So ping doesn't mean that pinging the IP address and just checking the connectivity, that ping is working or not. There are so many features inside the ping, and guys, if I will talk about the production, this is just 1%. Whatever I have discussed here, that is 1%. I cannot talk all about the ICMP. Otherwise I can do one thing. I can make one separate video for ping only, for the ICMP, where I can discuss all the features. Getting my point? Then trace route is there. Trace route can help you to show the path to the destination, right? Trace route, and let's say protocol is fine. The target IP address 10.1.1.1. Source address, let's say leave the source. Numeric display, no. Timeout 2 seconds, and count 2. See the TTL value. What I am expecting, that this destination is 1 hop away, so I am going to say TTL value 2 over here. Maximum TTL value 2. The port number, on which port number you want to trace route, leave it, and you can see the path from where your traffic is going. So trace route is also very helpful tool, right? The protocol which we are using for network troubleshooting, right? Many times I am also using the ping, trace route, Telnet, SSH, DHCP, DNS, CDP, right? Syslog, SNMP, NTP protocol, SNMP protocol to troubleshoot the issues. These all protocols are from the routing and switching section. If you are the expert in routing switching, you can troubleshoot the issues related to connectivity, or you can troubleshoot the path, you can troubleshoot the connectivity issue, you can troubleshoot the DNS issue, you can troubleshoot the DHCP issue, you can identify the application is running on the server or not through Telnet. Then guys, my next protocol is Telnet, right? Through Telnet we can access the device. For an example, 192.168.1.100. See, I got the access of router 1. Password is not configured on router number 1, but if I will enable the Telnet over here, console, let me enable the Telnet, line VTY024, and password, let's say Cisco, and I'm saying login. Then we can also configure the enable password again, let's say Cisco, and go to management PC, and let me try to access the router remotely. Now you can see it is asking for the password. I got the access of router number 1. Now from the router number 1 I can ping to the server, right? If I am not able to ping any server from the management PC or from the user client machine, Then I can access my router, my gateway device, and from the gateway I can check the connectivity. The other use of telnet is we can identify the port number is enabled or not on a particular server. For an example, telnet, and let's say on the http server I want to identify the port number 80 is enabled or not. So telnet 10.1.1.1 and port number 80. You can see port number 80 is open on the server. Similarly, I can check 443 port number is running or not. Yes, 443 port number is also open on the server. I can check another port number, let's say 53. So you can see 53 port number is not enabled on the server, right? 53 port number will be enabled on your DNS server. So if you will change the IP address over here 3, then you can see port number is open, right? So telnet is also very powerful protocol to troubleshoot the issues in network, and you can see so many other options are there with telnet, guys. We can have a dedicated video for each protocols, and even those video can be the lengthy if I will talk about all troubleshooting commands from these protocols, right? Here I can also define the source interface, I can define the terminal type, a stream, right? IPv4 or IPv6. We can also use the debugging, encryption, right? So many features are there inside the telnet as well for the troubleshooting. That's why I'm saying telnet is the sixth number of protocol for network troubleshooting in my list. Then SNMP protocol, Syslog protocol, you can check the log here. So logging, here you can check your logs on the router. Like first I can access the router through telnet 100, password was Cisco, and here I can check the logs. Enable password was also Cisco, and here I can run command so syscon and so logging history count. I think some commands, here are the logs, you can see all the logs. Even you can use debugging command, and you should be able to read the log. You should be able to read the log, right? In the production, you will never store the log on the local device. Right now, you can see my all the logs are on local devices. In the production, you will have a separate dedicated syslog server to store all the logs. Sometime it might be possible, see over here on the router, if I am going to set any port, config t interface f0/0, I'm saying shutdown. Guys, see the log message. Is time there in the log? No, time is not there in the log, right? So while troubleshooting the issues with the help of logs, there will be difficulties, guys, because time is not there. Let's say I am troubleshooting the issues, connectivity is issue between router 1 and router 2, right? So I am checking the logs on both the router 1 and router 2, and if time is different, let's say on router number 1, time customer are complaining first of all that at 12 p.m. in the night we were not able to access a particular server. In the night the server was unreachable, and in the morning when I came office, then I started troubleshooting. So I will check logs on both the router, and let's say time on this router is 12 p.m. and time on router number 2 is 3 p.m. So it will be difficult for me to verify the logs at same time, right? So with the log there should be time, and if you are going to check the running configuration here, so run, you can see here the time stamp is disabled for the debugging, right? So we can enable these all services. These services are by default disabled. I can say service and time step debug and debug date and time in millisecond. right? And now if I am going to again up the port interface F0/0, say no shutdown, now you will find the date and time as well. Here you can see with your logs. So Syslog is also very important protocol for network. Now guys, the video length is getting lengthy. Let me finish this video as soon as possible. Now some more protocols are there, like NetFlow, span protocol. You must have heard about rspan, about the VTP. So these STP, these are also troubleshooting protocols. Now let me tell you some basic commands, troubleshooting commands. These are the protocols, right, to troubleshoot the issues in network. Now let me tell you some commands very quickly. You can use show IP interface command, interface brief command, to check the IP addresses on your router interfaces. You can see here the IP address. You can also use show interface command, interfaces. It will give you the detailed information about the interfaces like F0/0, layer 2 and layer 3 information. You can see the IP address is also there, right? MAC address is also there. So this command show interface will give me the information of layer 2 and layer 3. Is there any error? Packet input error is 0. You can see 0, no buffer, right? These are the issues. Input error 0, CRC error, right? There is no any CRC error on the fast Ethernet 0/0 link. No overrun, no ignore, right? So you can use this command as well, and definitely we are using every time whenever I am troubleshooting the CRC error, I'm using this command, right? And guys, in the production, if you are working professional, you already know, right? CRC error is the very common issue. Then you can check the running configuration, show run, and then running configuration of a particular interface. That command is not available in packet tracer. Here in GNS3 you can run that show run and then interface F0/0. What is the running configuration on a particular interface? This is again very important command for troubleshooting. Every time whenever I am troubleshooting the WAN link, right, if there is slowness issue on the WAN link, or the CRC error on the WAN link, or the reliability issues there on the WAN link, first I use show interface and fast Ethernet 0/0 command, and after that I always checks running configuration of that interface to make sure that configuration is correct, and only required configurations are there on the interface. You can also check the interface status. That is again very important command. Here on fast Ethernet 0/0 I can say show interface and status. So interface status. This command is not available over here. I think this command is available on the switch in the PKT, packet tracer. Here you can run that command. So interface status. See the all interfaces not connected, connected, error disable, right? Status can be connected, status can be not connected, it can be error disable, right? Sometime loop. So in the status we can verify the status of the port. If name is configured like description, then you can see that description as well. In the production, definitely you will configure the description like F0/4 is connected to router. Here you can see I am not able to identify that. So what I can do, I can configure one description over here, interface F0/4 description, and I can say connected to R1. And now if I will check the status again, so interface status, now you can see 0/4 interface is connected to router number 1. Their status is connected, and this interface is in VLAN 1. Here we can identify the duplex, we can identify the speed, we can identify the type, 10 base TX or 100 base TX, right? So these are the detailed information. Here I think you can use the interface as well if it is available in the packet tracer. It's not available in the packet tracer. Here you should have option of error disable, right? On the real devices you will get those all option. So interface and interface fast Ethernet 0/4, and then so interface 0/4, and then what happened? Interface fast Ethernet 0/4, and here we can check the status like this, right? Status of a particular interface, and error disable is not there. We can check the switch port information of this interface. Very important command to check the layer 2 information, like switch port is enabled or not. What is the administrative mode over here? Dynamic auto, it should be dynamic static. Okay, change it like that. Trunk encapsulation protocol, configured trunk encapsulation configured mode, the native VLAN information, the voice VLAN information, right? Access mode for which VLAN is configured, detailed information of switch port, means layer 2 information of a particular port. So these are again basic commands, basic troubleshooting command. CDP command I already shown you. So CDP neighbor, you can also check the LLDP. So LLDP neighbor, LLDP is not enabled. We can check the MAC address table of switch. So MAC address table, right? Many time I am using this command to troubleshoot the issues in layer 2 network, in the switch network, right? Because so MAC address table is going to give you the detailed information about MAC address on the switch port, right? On 0/4 port number, this is the MAC address and type is dynamics, right? You can also filter it with a static or dynamic. We can use a static command here, we can use the dynamic command here, we can use the VLAN command, right? If you want to check the MAC address table of a particular VLAN on a particular interface, like interface fast Ethernet 0/4, like this also we can check. We can check the ARP. So ARP table is empty here, right? On the router, if you are going to check the ARP, so ARP, you can see the ARP table of my router, right? So these are commonly used and most important troubleshooting commands. I don't have any notes. Randomly I am telling you the commands which I am using in the industry from the routing and switching section. If you want the troubleshooting techniques, trick, method for SDN network, let's say for SD-WAN, you can let me know in the comment section. Definitely I will make video for that as well. But guys, if you are learning something on PM Networking YouTube channel, please like the video. Please hit on like button and keep sharing your feedback, because your feedback only motivate me to work hard to make more videos. Now we can see some routing troubleshooting commands, like we can check the routing table. So IP route, you can see the routing table of router 10.1.1.0/24 network. It is learning this network through OSPF routing protocol, and the next hop IP address gateway is 12.1.1.2. Learned around 56 minutes ago. On which interface? On fast Ethernet 0/1. Even you can open it in detail, IP route and 10.1.1.0. It will give you the detailed information about this network in the routing table. How many matrix are there, types of route. This is intra area route, right? We can run command show IP protocol to identify the protocol. Which protocol is routing protocol is running on my router. So routing protocol is OSPF process ID 1, the router ID, how many maximum path is configured. We have configured routing for which network, the gateways, right? We can also use so IP protocol summary command. This command is not available over here. We can check it in GNS3. So IP protocol and summary, you can see the connected and static route is configured over here on router number 1, right? Then if OSPF protocol is running, then we can check the OSPF neighbor. We can, neighborship is in full state. If there is any issue, we can fix it, we can troubleshoot it. We can check so IP BGP summary, BGP, right? Again we can use the trace route command if there is any issue with BGP. Let's say next hop is not reachable, that's why route is available in the BGP table but not available in the routing table, right? We can debug BGP protocol, we can debug OSPF protocol, debug IP OSPF packets or events. We can debug DHCP protocol, debug DHCP, debug IP DHCP. See, this command is not available over here. Here you can enable it. Debug IP DHCP detail events server, and then events or detail command should be also there, because I remember I had used recently in the production. Debug IP DHCP detail, maybe that command was available on different vendor devices. Now you can see it is generating logs of OSPF every time. On the DHCP server we can check the pool. So IP DHCP pool, you can see my pool. Configured pool, the subnet is correct or not, the gateway is correct or not, DNS server is correct or not, right? We can also use so run section DHCP. This is also helpful command. So run and then section, we can say OSPF, we can say DHCP, we can say DNS, right? If I will show you the DNS configuration over here, so run section DNS, it will give me the DNS IP DNS server. If I am going to say section host, it will give me the host configuration, right? The DNS database. I can also use show host command here, right? You can see the IP address of www.google.com is 10.1.1.1 and the IP address of pmnet.com is 8.8.8.8. Done. On the switch we can have also some commands related to the VLAN spanning tree protocol, like I can check so VLAN brief, you can see the VLAN information. I can run command show interface trunk, you can see, right? I don't have any trunk link over here. Interface F0/4 switch port mode trunk. And now if you are going to use this command show interface trunk, it will give you the information about trunk link, right? I can use command show interface switch port, very important command. It will give me the all switch port interfaces output, detailed information of all L2 port. We can use show a spanning tree command, right? This is the STP instance. You can see the breeze ID, which port is in forwarding state, which port is in error disable mode, which port is in learning state, is there any issue. We can also filter it with the help of VLAN. So a spanning tree, and I can say VLAN 10. For VLAN 10, you can see no STP spanning tree instance exists, right? So logging command, so logging, again here you can use it to check the logs. Interface F0/0 shutdown, interface F0/0, sorry, I am on switch. Let me take you to router. On the router I am going to run one command here, interface F0/0 shutdown, and then no shutdown, and so logging to see the log, right? I can also use debug IP packet, debug IP packet, guys. Here in GNS3 I can show you this. Here on router number 1 I can use command debug IP packet. Debug is also very popular troubleshooting tool. And now if I am going to ping google.com, sorry, ping 10.1.1.100, and now you can see on the router the IP packets with source IP address, destination IP address. So debugging is a very powerful tools to troubleshoot the issues, right? To generate the logs, you can check the real-time events, real-time operation, right? You can also debug ARP. Sometime I am debugging ARP as well, right? And to disable all the debugging, you can use command on all, because you can note leave the device in the debugging mode. It can increase the CPU utilization of your device. Similarly, we have so many commands for OSPF protocol, so many troubleshooting commands for BGP protocol, so many commands for VLAN, for CDP, LLDP, STP, MAC address table, layer 2 troubleshooting, layer 3 troubleshooting. And now guys, video length is 46 minutes, so I will not include anything else in this video. But if you need troubleshooting video for any particular topic, you can let me know in the comment section, and definitely I will make one detailed video on that. And guys, if you are looking for any paid course, CCNA or CCNP or SD-WAN or Palo Alto firewall or Python automation, Python automation or CCI enterprise, right, and some more courses are available on my website. Apart from my job, apart from my YouTube videos, side by side I am providing live training as well, right? The in group through Zoom. These courses are available for online live training. So if you are looking for any paid course, want to master the modern technologies, then must visit to our website once, pmnetworking.in. pmnetworking.in. You will find all these courses there, and if you are interested for any course, you can enroll yourself. Okay, that's all for this video. We'll meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye guys. But don't forget to share your feedback, please, please, please. In the comment section, at least you should type yes. If you will type yes, I will get to know that this video was helpful for you. You have learned something from this video. It will motivate me to make more videos like this. Without feedback, it is not possible to make video every day. So your feedback is very important, and please share your feedback. If video was helpful for you, hit on like button. If you are new on the channel, subscribe this channel so that whenever I will upload new video, you will get notification. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.